Okay, so the saga of the bathroom continues, and I was trying to show you how to put the hardware on the cabinet, but then I realized that the hinges also were not the same color, so I decided to try and replace these. So I've done most of them in the bathroom. I'm going to just do this one door and hopefully try and walk you through how to do it. First you need most likely a Phillips head screwdriver, and you need to take off the cabinet, which in this situation might be a little tricky because I'm here by myself, so hopefully I can do it without it falling off and crashing to the ground. So first of all you have to do is really take out only one screw, just because like I said, I'm going to have to try and catch this door before it falls off because my husband's not here to help me. Not that I recommend this, but sometimes you got to do what you got to do. So it's really just, removing the screws. I'm going to hold on to the door here. Hopefully I won't lose it. And as soon as I get this door off, I'm going to probably stop the video just because I'm going to have to reposition everything. But so this actually is not a horrible project, and like I said, if you would have someone here to help you, it would be a lot easier, but I don't today. So now what I found at Lowe's, I believe it was, or Home Depot, I'm sure either place you can get them, was a set of 10 of these hinges. And so for my bathroom, I'm going to need more. I'm going to need a total of 12, so I had to buy a second pack. So the thing that I found that has been the most challenging has been this, the old, which is probably 17 years old, these old screws have been a problem because it's very easy to strip them. So I tried to, I've now learned to hand unscrew them at least a bit, because once you strip the screw, it's really, really difficult to get that out. So fortunately, we were able to get it out, but I'm just going to use a hand screwdriver instead of the electric because, like I said, once that screw is stripped, it's really difficult to get it out. So, like this one. So, anyway, so once you get all these out, putting the new one on is actually pretty easy. If you keep one on, and so you can see how it goes on, it's much easier to just put a new one on. So, like I said, I would use the electric drill, but for this one, I've learned that I'll just probably strip the screws. So this old hardware I'm just going to throw away. And then I'm going to try and find something to wipe off this little bit here underneath, just to get all the gunk off of it. And then I'm going to get one of the new ones. And as I said, if you keep this first one on here, you can see exactly how it's going to go on. And I was fortunate enough that the holes match up pretty good. It's not perfect, but you don't really need it to be perfect. So I'm just going to go ahead and screw these new hardware on, and then I'll show you how to attach it to the cabinet again. So as you can see, I already put this up and have 2 screws just to hold it up, just because, like I said, I don't have anybody here to help me right now. So the best situation would be for you to have someone that help you hold the door while you put it on, but I just wanted to get it started. some of these don't necessarily line up with the original holes, so I'm really kind of sometimes going in at an angle to get them to match up. So I would not put these screws in real tight. I would, until you have all of them on and everything is ready to go, I would not tighten them completely. As you notice, when I tighten these, the door moves. And I thought that was interesting, but it actually, the door moves and changes position. So I've been just putting them in little by little to see what happens with the door. It doesn't really matter with this one because there's only one door, so there's nothing for it to hit. But on the cabinet doors below, there's two doors, so kind of line up pretty good. This one, like I said, is probably not a big deal. We'll hang it out in a minute. I guess it might be a big deal if the cabinet doesn't look straight, but it's really not horrible. And that's it. So put these in places in the same holes. And again, sometimes I had to angle the screw a little bit, but other than that, that's it. It's time consuming, but the difference between the old brass looking ones and the new brushed nickel, I think is worth it. So, thanks for watching.